one you got. Okay. Mr. Knopf, was there a problem?
The parties didn't appear in the breakout room. Maybe we got assigned to different rooms.
Yeah, I see that they haven't joined yet,
Hmm.
but they didn't come back. Oh, they're back. They're back in the waiting room. Let me see what's going on.
Oh, because they accidentally hung up.
Unless they're still trying to figure it out. Ms. Cornelius? Okay, hold on a second. You're still muted.
Oh, sorry.
Were you all able to go into that breakout room?
I don't think so.
You're with Mr. Perez, right? Is Mr. Perez still there?
No, Your Honor. Ms. Cornelius is the custodial parent on my case with Mr. Dexter.
This was a user case.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Okay. Never mind. I think I got the parties mixed up. Casillas mixed up with Cornelius. Okay. Mr. Kanath, I sent him to breakout room 1 and looks like they joined. Okay. I got Mr. Dexter and Ms. Cornelius, right? Mr. Dexter, are you still there?
Yes, I am.
Ms. Cornelius, are you there also, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Okay, go ahead and get everything started here. I thought this was going to be, it sounded like it was a USA case. I don't know.
It is a UFC case, Your Honor.
Okay, but why is Ms. Cornelius here then? Okay,
I'm
let's
sure.
put this matter on the record. Calling calls number 2020 DCM 2557. This is a hearing on a petition filed under the Uniform Interstate Family Support Act. At the request of the state of Kentucky, the state of Texas has filed this petition seeking to establish parent-child relationship and support obligations. There appears to be one minor child before the court. Parties in this case are Tommy Dexter, who is present before me today, and also the custodial parent, Ms. Emily Cornelius. They're both present appearing before me. My name is Antonio Rodriguez. I am the associate judge for the Title 40 court here in El Paso, Texas. We are proceeding on this case based on a remote application called Zoom, since we cannot appear in court because of the pandemic. However, the state of Texas Supreme Court has allowed the courts to conduct remote hearings, and we're doing so in this remote application called the Zoom. So I will remind parties that you are present in court before me today. I would expect parties to conduct themselves accordingly. This matter is being transmitted or carried on the channel in order to comply with the Texas rules that we have to maintain open courts that are open to the public. However, as soon as we finish this hearing here today, that live stream will be taken off the YouTube channel. I am also recording the evidence on the computer recording system. And with all that being said, I'll go ahead and ask the Attorney General to make an announcement on this case. Ms. Kaplan?
Lindsay Kaplan, Your Honor, for the state ready.
All right, and I already talked to Mr. Dexter, and he is ready to proceed. Mr. Dexter, are you ready to proceed, sir?
Yes, I am.
Okay, thank you. And Ms. Carlinius, are you ready to proceed as well?
Yes.
All right, I'll ask both parties that I'm going to assume, Mr. Dexter, since I cannot see you, since you're calling in, I'm going to assume that you are raising your right hand so I can swear you both in.
Yes.
Do you and each of you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, thank you. All right, I'm just going to ask parties to speak up just a little bit louder so I can hear you both. All right, Ms. Kaplan, go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, the state requests that the court take judicial notice of the uniform support petition that's attached to the pleading that was filed with the court on June 1st of 2020.
All right, as provided for in the Texas Family Code, Section 159, I will take judicial notice of the petition, the general testimony, and any other additional documents that were provided in that petition.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state calls Mr. Dexter as a witness.
All right, go ahead. He's been sworn in.
Sir, what is your name?
Call me Jordan Dexter.
And who are you the father of?
Levi Jordan Dexter
How old is he?
is 15 months.
Who does he live with?
Emily Marie Cornelius
How long has he lived with her?
since birth.
Are you currently working, sir?
Yes.
Where do you work?
The U.S. Army.
What is your rank and years of service?
Rank is Staff Sergeant, 7 years time in service.
Do you have TRICARE available for Levi?
Not yet, but I should soon.
Do you have any other children, sir?
No.
Do you also have TRICARE dental available for Levi?
Yes.
For the record, how much do you earn a month?
Roughly $4,000.
Before taxes?
Yes.
And do you receive BAH or BAS?
BAH,
How much do you receive in BAH?
$1,600.
No further questions for this witness, Your Honor.
Okay. Any other evidence or testimony?
No other evidence or testimony from the state at this time, Your Honor.
Well, Ms. Cornelius is here. Let me ask Ms. Cornelius. Ms. Cornelius, do you live here in El Paso or are you still in Kentucky?
I'm still in Kentucky.
Okay, all right. Okay, when you signed the application, what you're asking the state of Texas to do is to set child support in this case only, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, does Levi have any health insurance at this time?
Yes. He has Medicaid right now. I just recently switched jobs, so we'll be losing that, but he'll be on my my new job's insurance October the 1st.
Okay, all right. The matter that is before me today is to set child support, current child support only, no retroactive support. You understand that, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. And it's also my understanding that you and Mr. Dexter both signed the what's called a voluntary establishment document. We call it an acknowledgement of paternity here in Texas, acknowledging that Mr. Dexter is the father of the child.
Yes, sir.
Do you recall signing that one?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Question for Mr. Dexter. Mr. Dexter, you, as far as your income, you said roughly $4,000. Do you have your LES in front of you?
I don't, sir.
Well, I need to know how much, I need to know how much you're actually earning, sir. You said child support.
Hold on, let me look through.
You said you're a staff sergeant with 7 years experience, is that right? Service?
Yeah. Yes,
Do you have any other children, sir?
I don't.
I don't have the benefit of my DFAS statement of earnings. So, Ms. Kaplan, do you have any documentation as to how much a staff sergeant 7 years would be earning?
Yes, Your Honor, I can pull up the military pay chart for 2020.
Okay.
If I may share my screen, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead.
It says host disabled participant screen sharing, Your Honor.
Okay, can you just tell me what the chart says is what his income is?
Yes, Your Honor. Staff Sergeant is E7, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct, Mr. Dexter?
E6.
Oh, E6.
E6.
E6, over 6 years of experience per the military pay tables for 2020 is $3,355.
Is there BH? You're earning a BH, sergeant?
Yes, I am for being an E6.
You said it was 1,600 that you're getting, or
Yeah, the current duty station that I'm at now.
okay. You're here in El Paso?
No, so I just recently left there. I'm in Fort Carson, Colorado now.
You're in Colorado.
Yes.
How long have you been in Colorado?
Since the 31st of last month, sir.
Okay.
Or July, correction.
Okay. All right, Ms. Kaplan, recommendation on this matter.
Your Honor, the state recommends a child support amount, which includes the base pay of the 3355, as well as the tax-free BAH benefit of the 1,600 per the Texas Family Code. All income is to be considered when calculating child support, and BAH is considered a non-cash benefit of employment. So the state has calculated a guideline child support amount of $887.24 with one child before the court and no others. There's a 20% applied to the net of 4436.21. And the state would request that TRICARE and TRICARE Dental be maintained for the benefit of the child, in this case, Levi, as well.
Okay. So, Mr. Dexter, the recommendation of the state of Texas is to set child support based on child support guidelines, Texas child support guidelines, $887.
Okay.
Do you agree with that recommendation, sir, or do you disagree?
I agree, sir.
Okay. And Ms. Cornelius, does that sound like that recommendation, does that sound fair enough?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Mr. Dexter, that also contemplates or orders that you provide the health insurance through the TRICARE system for your son.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So that amount would be commencing October 1, and all
Yes,
payments have to go through the state registry, the state disbursement unit. Is there any questions or anything else, Mr. Dexter, Ms. Cornelius?
None for me.
Ms.
No, sir.
Cornelius?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Ms. Kaplan, anything else that we need to address?
nothing further from the state at this time, Your Honor.
All right, then the Attorney General is going to go ahead and prepare the order, which I have just rendered right now. They will send it to me through what we call a DocuSign application. Once I receive it, I will sign it in the copy, and the order will be filed with the clerk's office here in El Paso. And copies will be sent, I guess, Ms. Cornelius, a copy will be sent to the referring office that sent the case to the El Paso office. So they have your current address over there in Kentucky. Mr. Dexter, you just told me that you moved to Colorado. Ms. Kaplan, do you have an address for him in Colorado?
I do not, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Dexter, if you can provide an address where they can send you the order once it's filed with the clerk's office, so you can receive your copy.
Okay.
Can you do it right now, sir?
Yep. So the address is 1409 Harding, Harding Avenue, Unit A as an alpha. It's Canyon City, Colorado, CANON 81212.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Ms. Kaplan, you got that address. All right, very well. All right, unless there's anything else, that will conclude our hearing for today. I'll thank both parties for showing up today and participating in this hearing. At this time, the court will close this session. Parties are free to go. I'll release you all at this time. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Okay. I think I have the Magañas in the waiting room, Ms. Kaplan.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Knopf is back.
Lindsay, did you see my team's inquiry? I just wanted to.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
No, I did not. I just saw a message from JC. That's it. Can you
Okay.
try messaging me again? Oh, Teams, you said.
Yes.
Oh, just a second. Let me check.
I just want to make sure that I'm pushing it forward correctly. All right. So, Judge, it looks like we're going to require a hearing on the Perez Castillas case.
Okay. All right. I do have the Magañas, Luis and Sonia in the waiting room. While we're doing the hearing, Ms. Catherine, can you talk to both, or do I need to separate them out?
I the same waiting room, Your Honor. I mean, in the same breakout room.
Same breakout room? Okay, let me bring them in so we can do that.
Thank you.
I see the person who signed in on Sonia's phone. Can you tell me who you are, ma'am?
Yes, my name is Sonia Magaña.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Magaña.
You're welcome.
And I also have Mr. Luis Magaña. Oh, he's signing in. Ms. Magaña, are you there? You need
Is
to
Magaña?
unmute.
Yes.
Hello?
You need to unmute yourself, Mr. Magaña. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I can
Yes,
hear
I
you.
can hear you.
Okay, very well. Okay, good. Um, let's see.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you now. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm going to, my name is Antonio Rodriguez. I'm the associate judge that's hearing the case here today. What I normally do is allow both of the parties to talk to one of the attorney generals in this case and see if there's anything that can be worked out, such as any child support or visitation and things like that. So what I like to do is to move you both into the same, what we call a breakout room, so that you all can talk to one of the assistant attorney generals in this case for that purpose, to see if anything can be worked out. If you all are willing to do that, I can do that and move you on by, move you into the, let me see. I'm going to go ahead and move you into breakout room number 2.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, so you should see on your device something that asks you to join that room. If you can join that room, and you can talk to the attorney general, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You see that on your device?
Not yet.
No, I do not.
You don't see that on your device?
No, sir.
Should be something that asks you to join a room, breakout room 2.
Oh, yes.
When you
Press
first
on your phone.
when you first
yes.
said it, let me
Should be
see.
on your
When you
phone.
first said that, it did. Let me see. Yes, it just said join breakout room. Let me see.
Yes, sir. If you could just click on yes, you can go there. Okay. All right. Looks like we're gonna have a hearing on this. I think they were nice to each other. I don't know. Okay. Where did Mr. Knopf go? Oh, goodness. All right, I see Mr. Knopf is back. Okay. just waiting for Perez and Casillas to join us. We're still in the breakout room. Here they are. Okay, they came back. All right. Mr. Henry Perez.
That's correct.
Okay, you need to speak up a little bit louder, please. All right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and Ms. Umaira?
Joe Myra.
Sorry?
Joe Myra.
Joe Myra. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yes, thank you.
All right, so you're all back in the courtroom. Okay. Let me go ahead and start recording the evidence in this case. All right. All right, the court is calling cause number 2020 PCM 2561, which are 81. This is a hearing on a petition to establish parent-child relationship. There appears to be 4 minor children in this case. The parties in this case are Henry Perez and Ms. Casillas, who are present before me in this Zoom application. My name is Antonio Rodriguez. I'm the associate judge for the Title 40 court here in El Paso, Texas. We are appearing on this basis of a Zoom application since we cannot appear in court due to the current pandemic crisis that's going on. We remind parties that you are before me, and this is a court hearing. So I'll ask parties to conduct themselves accordingly as if we were in court. At this time, both parties are present. Let me ask Mr. Perez. I noticed that you were served with citation in this case on August the 19th. Are you ready to proceed today, sir?
Yes, sir, I guess. We're here.
I can't hear
You
you,
gotta
sir.
speak louder.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, because the reason I asked you that is that if you were just recently served, you have the right to ask for a reschedule of this case to prepare for this hearing. So if you're ready to proceed today, that's fine with the court. You're ready to proceed today, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Let me have an announcement from the state on this matter.
Douglas Canal for the Office of the Attorney General in the state of Texas. We're going to need to proceed on a contested hearing for all matters in this suit.
Okay, all matters including paternity?
Let me rephrase. After conferring with the parties, I believe there will be an agreement as to the issue of paternity, which I'll place on the record. However, all rights and duties flowing from that seem to be contested.
Okay.
And
All right.
at the risk of overstepping myself, the parties wish to decline OAG services. The Office of the Attorney General is wishing to proceed subject to Texas Family Code 231.104, assignment of right to collect support.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I want to hear the evidence in this case. Let me have both of the parties please raise your right hand so I can swear you in. Do you and each of you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. All right. Okay, Mr. Knauf, go ahead.
This time, the state will call Jamira Casillas. Ma'am, could you please state your name for the court?
Jamira Casillas.
Are you the mother of Chaos? And you'll forgive me for my pronunciation mistakes. Dinaha.
Danger.
I'm sorry?
Danger.
Yes. Well, let me rephrase. What are the names of your children before the court today?
Chaos Perez. Danger Perez. Casadia Perez. Lila Perez. Shabaya Perez.
Thank you. And again, apologies for the pronunciation difficulties. Who is the father of these children?
Henry Perez.
Could there be anybody else?
No.
When did you and Mr. Perez cease living together as a couple?
Yeah. Thank you. It's Florida. It's been many years.
you ballpark it for me?
5 years.
2014, 2015.
Where do these children primarily live right now?
An address or my home?
Whose household?
Mine.
Who makes the day-to-day decisions for these children?
We both do.
Has Mr. Henry Perez seen the children regularly?
Yes.
Have they gotten on well?
Excuse me?
Are they developing a positive relationship with him?
Yes. They've always had a positive relationship.
Would you have any safety concerns about leaving the children alone with Mr. Perez?
Never.
How are the children covered for health insurance?
Medicaid.
Do you have access to private health insurance right now?
No.
Do you know, well, I'll reserve these questions for Mr. Perez. Since you separated from Mr. Perez, has he supported the children in any way?
Yes.
What has he done to support the children since you separated?
He buys them if they need anything. We're on the same page. And they also get RSDI from Social Security from his disability.
Would you say that they've been adequately cared for and all their needs met by Mr. Perez since you separated?
Yes.
The children all have the last name Perez. Would you want them to keep the last name Perez going forward from now?
Yes.
All right, I'll pass the witness.
Okay.
To please the court, I'd like to call Mr. Henry Perez. Sir, could you please state your name for the court?
Henry J. Perez.
And we'll need you to speak up just a little bit because you're coming through real quiet.
Henry J. Perez.
Thank you. What are the names of your children before the court today?
Chaos, Danger, Casadia, Lila, Shabaya.
Are these your children?
They are my children.
Could they be anybody else's?
No.
Are you seeking DNA testing at this time to confirm that they're your children?
I am not seeking DNA testing.
Where do these children primarily live?
They live with mom, and I'm
You
here all
can-
the time.
Have you been involved in helping to make decisions for these kids?
Yes, I do. I'm here every day. I help with their schoolwork.
Have you developed a strong relationship with them?
They're my kids, man. Yes. Yes, sir. I have a great relationship with my kids. They're my children.
Do you have any safety concerns about leaving the children alone with their mother, Ms. Jamira Casillas?
No, not at all.
How are these children covered for health insurance?
They get Medicaid.
Do you have access to private health insurance right now?
I have Medicare. I receive Medicare.
Where are you working these days?
I'm not. I get disability.
How much do you receive in disability?
If you can see that, sir, I receive. Let me see if I can find it for you.
Right there. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, right by my finger. I received $789 from Social Security.
You're
Yeah, from Social Security, sir.
So that comes from the Social Security Administration. Is that
Disability.
so? Is that SSI or SSDI?
SSDI.
SSDI.
It's disability.
Okay. And have you been found to be disabled by the Social Security Administration?
Yes, sir.
What happened?
I was injured at work. I hurt my back. And I also have dyslexia.
And so your total income per month is $798.
That is correct.
Do you have any outside financial assets which provide you income?
No,
Do your children receive any benefits on your behalf?
yes, sir, they do.
How much do they receive?
$68.
They receive $68 a month from
Hold up. I don't want, I mean, you don't need to see everything. So give me 1 second. It only pertains to them. So RSDI, $68.
So
Plus,
that's
yes, but plus I also buy them stuff as well. I also come over, I buy their sneakers, baby school supplies. I take care of all of that.
so all 5 children receive $65 in benefits on your behalf.
No, only 3. Because if they split it up, it's going to be the same thing. So I just split up the money. Unless they're going to force me to do that too.
All right. And I can just. Apologies, I was just running a few quick calculations. And Mr. Perez, do you have any other children besides these 5?
I have 2 older ones.
Are they your biologic children?
Yes.
Are they under the age of 18?
No.
Okay, so they're emancipated.
Yes.
Have you provided for these children since you and Ms. Casillas separated?
Which ones? My other children?
The 5 before the court.
I've always taken care of them. We never had a problem. Always. So I came from Florida down here. When she moved over here, I moved over here as well to make sure I'm with my children. I came from Florida. I haven't been here that long. I always make sure I provide for my kids. That's why I'm here.
Understood. I'll pass this witness as well.
Okay. Any other evidence or testimony?
No other evidence. I think the state will rest at this point, subject to a brief closing argument and recommendations. Just need to run a few numbers for our child support calculations.
Okay. Ms. Casillas, let me ask you something. At the beginning of this hearing, you said you didn't want anything to be done on this case or something like that.
Yes,
Why?
because we're on good terms. He does for the children. We just don't agree as being together anymore. But as far as the children, he comes and he does what he needs to do to be a father. And unlike all the other fathers, I'm happy I got this father for my children.
Okay. So
So that's why this is why I don't want to proceed, because he does provide for them. I mean, I even before this court hearing, I had called the Attorney General's office and I told him I didn't want to proceed. They told me all I had to do was take myself off of adult Medicaid, which I got because of I was hospitalized in April. So they gave me emergency Medicaid. After that, I called the HHS. I called 211 and they didn't take me off. And then they also told me they re-enrolled me because of the pandemic. I also asked them if I needed to keep the children on the Medicaid, would that affect it? And when I went to the HHS office, this social worker named Brianna Switch, she wrote me this where she said that I don't have to comply with the HHSC child support because I'm no longer on the Medicaid. So she said that it has nothing to do with the children.
You've already answered my question, ma'am.
Oh.
Mr. Perez, how long have you been receiving disability?
John, I've been on and off since it says here, maybe since 2013, on and off.
I can't hear you.
I've been receiving it since 2013, Your Honor.
I didn't understand what you said. How long?
2013?
2016?
13.
16?
13.
13.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
Your Honor.
I just want to clarify because I didn't hear you very well, sir.
Yes, Your Honor, 2013.
Okay, other than the $68 that 3 of your children received, is that all that they received? 3 children received $68 a month?
That's what yes, Your Honor.
Okay. You have 5 children with Ms. Casillas.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, in addition to the $68 a month, have your children with Ms. Casillas, have they received anything else such as a lump sum payment or anything like that?
From Social Security? No, not
Yes,
that I'm
sir.
aware of.
Okay,
Not that I'm aware of, Your Honor.
okay. So what I understand from you is that you don't want me to issue any orders on custody, visitation, support, any back child support, or anything like that. Is that right, Ms. Casillas?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me hear the recommendation of the state. Mr. Knopf?
State will ask the court to make appropriate judgments as to the issues of conservatorship and visitation. However, as neither party has access to private health insurance at this time, we'd request that the children continue to be covered under the appropriate government healthcare assistance program, as both parties have testified they're presently covered under that. I understand that they're not too happy with the OAG launching this case, but I believe we do have a right to establish these obligations pursuant to Section 231.104 of the Texas Family Code. I calculate guideline support in this instance to be $95 in child support, $71 in medical support, which we'd recommend that those amounts be set to start as of October 1st, 2020 and continue monthly thereafter. I believe that Mr. Perez does have garnishable income, as he's, by his own testimony, receiving SSDI under Title II of the USC, which does count as income received. And so that's the figure I'm using, offset by the $195 that the 3 kids are receiving in benefits each month already. To that end, as both parties have testified that Mr. Perez has been supporting the children, we don't believe that retroactive support is necessary in this case. And so that'll be the recommendations of the state.
Okay. All right, this is what I'm going to do. The court is not going to issue any orders on custody, visitation, or any back child support. Okay? So there's going to be no orders, and I'm doing that based on what the parties have represented to me, that they're getting along, that they live together. Mr. Perez is involved in the children's lives. So I'm not going to make any orders on custody, visitation, or back child support. As far as child support, the court is going to set 0 child support or to be set. However, as long as the children are receiving Medicaid, I will set medical support for the children. That amount will be $50 a month. And that $50 was going to commence October 1st. That's my ruling here today. Do either one of you have any questions?
I have a question, Your Honor. The
Yes, sir?
$50, where would I send it to, Your Honor?
Okay, you send that in to the court registry. They'll give you an address to send it to the State Disbursement Unit. Okay, the PO Box in San Antonio, Texas. October 1, you'll get a copy of the order that I have issued, and it will have that order, that place to send in your payment. Starting
Okay.
on.
I have another
Okay.
question.
Yes, ma'am.
If I'm able to get private insurance in the future and I take them off of Medicaid, this will be done? How do I go about it?
You have to come back to court so that the court can remove the medical support. That's what we call modification of the medical support obligation.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have you reported that both of you are living in the same household?
We're not living in the same
Living in the
household.
same household.
Okay, that's why they're still on Medicaid, and that's why I'm ordering the medical support. Now, if you provide health insurance, if either one of you provide health insurance through some other source, such as the Obamacare or any private insurance for the children will be taken off of Medicaid, and Mr. Perez, you will not be ordered to pay medical support under this court order. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do something to modify that support obligation.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay?
Yes, Your
Other
Honor.
questions? Any other questions for either party?
No, Your
Either
Honor.
party. Ms. Garcia, any questions? All right. Okay, Mr. Knopf, if you'll go ahead and prepare the order, I'll sign it, and parties will receive a copy of the order. Anything else in this matter?
Nothing.
No, Your Honor.
Very well. All right, that concludes our hearing for today. Parties are excused at this time. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day, Your Honor.
You too. Take care. Okay. Y'all can sign off now.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.